Okay. We got two more stories. So this next one is now this I don't know if you have any stories with these guys, but um, one of my favorite bands from the era, LA Guns. Now, do you realize there is actually two LA Guns?
Yeah, isn't there one like with Tracii and one without or something like that?
Yeah. So one's what happened was Steve Riley, the drummer, and Tracii uh, owned the copyright for the name LA Guns. Actually, or Steve owned it. They were partners in the business somehow, and the major falling out.
Okay.
But anyway, so now there's Riley's LA Guns and there's LA Guns with Tracii and Phil. And Riley's LA Guns has former New York boy Kelly Nichols, the original bass player, as well. So um, they just released their new single, Riley's LA Gun, the other day. So they have a new album getting ready to come out. So I wanted to ask you, and we've seen this over the years. We've had two Queensryches. We have two Rats. We kind of had two Great Whites, which are going to lead into another story after this. Um, what would your thoughts be if the ex members of Spread Eagle decided we're going to form our own version of Spread Eagle?
I'd be on the news because I'd fucking kill everybody. LA Guns, the version that has Tracii and Phil, that's LA Guns.
Right.
Because that's the soul and voice of LA Guns. There is no other LA Guns. Queensryche, I just saw Jeff Tate live.
Mm-hmm.
He was great.
Mm-hmm.
But it was weird seeing him with all different musicians and really LA looking dudes, and the show was very quiet.
Yes.
But we'll get into that later. But to me, like we had this discussion, to me, if the original voice isn't there, it's a tribute.
Mm.
That's me. You can write all the shit you want in, boys and girls, but I'm telling you right now, that's how I feel about it. You can't do Zeppelin and not have Robert Plant.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if people want to put down their hard-earned money to go see a fake version of something, God bless you, man. Go enjoy. But I'm a purist. To me, the original voice has to be there. You know what I mean? It's like, but if a band's catalog is that love and you can celebrate it, that's a bonus too. It's always two sides to everything with me, but no, man, I would kill everybody. And also the ego part of me says it'd be cool to see somebody singing my shit, celebrating what I did, but.
You know what's crazy about the whole LA Guns thing, though, to make it even like hairier or stickier, or however you want to word it. If you go onto LA Guns Spotify, you have the classic LA Guns, but you also have Riley's LA Guns. In that, it's all lumped together. There's no separate. Yeah. So, I mean, it's technically, if you, in a weird way, could benefit both because whoever could be bringing in to listen to LA Guns. But yeah, I would be like, if I was Tracii and I mean that came down to a legal thing naturally, but I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, man, it's like we did a show in Philly and it was Steve Adler, so I was like, I had no look. I really don't pay attention to shit. I'm very oblivious to a lot of stuff. So I'm like, oh, cool, man. I hope their band's cool. And I see them playing it's all Guns N' Roses stuff. I was like, okay, it's a cover band. It's a tribute to Guns N' Roses. And because he was in the band, he gets to go play it. Yeah, I guess if you've had, it's 6 degrees of whatever the band is, right? If you were in the band, apparently you have the right to go play the music or whatever, But no, you get to LA Guns, man. I'm an LA Guns fan, and I'm a Phil Lewis fan.
Mm-hmm.
I would only go see LA Guns with Phil Lewis because he's cool, man.
He is.
I think he's cool. Great singer, just great vibe, But this goes back to our tribute talk, man. Mm-hmm. Why waste your money on something that's not real?
Yeah,
no sense, man. Go the movie.
It's for me, it's a tough thing. Like being a fan of LA Guns, and I've had the chance to interview out of the original 5, 4 of them. I've interviewed Tracii numerous times and Phil numerous times, Steve numerous times, and Kelly once. And I wanted to hate Steve. I really did. And after I interviewed him, he was very open and honest, and I could tell he was being open and honest with me. And we had an amazing conversation. And I told him, I said, look, you know what? Like, I wanted to hate you, and I
You
saw
told him
them.
that?
What's that? I told dude
Listen,
one night I saw them play a bar in Delaware, and I got drunk, and they came out to the merch table afterwards,
right.
and I razzed and broke his balls unmercifully, like really bad. I got to the point where he just said, "Can you please stop?" Because I'm begging you. Like I'm like, dude, why don't you just call Tracii? Stop being an ass. Call Tracii. Did you lose his number?
That guy, that's great.
Yeah. And then I was like, how about Blackie? Have you talked to Blackie lately? I'm sure Blackie would love to talk to you. I was like really ripping on him. Yeah.
You're too much,
But
dude.
yeah, but after I interviewed him, like, because he was honest with me, like he won me over. And some of the music they put out, I liked. And I was always a fan of Kelly, going back to when he was playing in Sweet Pain up in New York with that band.
My Tracii Guns story, that's how we were doing a show at a place called Bond Street in New York City back in the day, 90 something. And Tracii Guns, I guess LA Guns had played in the city somewhere. They stopped in at the bar we were playing. And
Okay.
he got up and he jammed. Paul let him jam on his guitar, plays guitar. So he came up and we did some blues or something. We did like Stormy Monday or something. And he didn't know who the fuck I was. And I was like wailing, yeah, doing my thing. He was like looking at me like, yo, dude, man. And afterwards he's like, we should just rap, but I'm doing some solo shit, and we talked a little bit over. It was a span of a couple of months.
Wow.
He called me from Texas. He goes, yo, my girlfriend loves your band. She just played your stuff for me. He goes, I had no fucking idea who the fuck you were, bro. He goes, this is you? I'm like, yeah. He goes, we should do something. But it never turned into anything because I saw him in LA and he was talking about forming the band, The Killing Machine.
Okay.
Right? And I thought I was going to get that gig and I never did. So many things come into your life, man. You just cross paths with people. But I back to it. I'm an LA Guns fan. Nothing else is it's all Fugazi. Other than that, Fugazi. So many fucking Fugazi bands,
including Fugazi. All right.